Well, today's video we're going to talk about Greenlight cars, and I have a lot of Greenlight cars to show you that I've picked up in the past month. A little bit of everything from every series almost that Greenlight produces, and Greenlight is one of those kind of adult collectible type die-cast 1/64 scale vehicles that maybe not everyone's familiar with, but they seem to be expanding quite a bit, and they have a variety of vehicles in different price ranges, including these Motor Worlds, which usually run about $3 to $4. And then you've got a variety of other vehicles in series that are about probably between $4 and $7, depending on exactly what series it is and where you're buying them. Here in Canada, I have to buy all this stuff off of eBay, but we're going to have a quick overview and a look at some of the stuff that I picked up here. Most of it is new and available this year. There are a few items that I'm going to be showing you from years past, and not all that long ago, because Greenlight really just kind of got going. So anyways, let's take a closer look at some of the cool vehicles that Greenlight has to offer, starting out with these camper vans and vans at work. So the first thing I wanted to show you guys was this Dodge D100 camper truck, RV. And as you can see, it's very nicely decorated with some hippie slogans and tampos, whatnot, flowers, all that stuff. Really cool. It's got an opening hood, highly detailed, all metal, other than the top part here is plastic, but very cool piece. These are 1/64 scale. In fact, all Greenlights seem to be very well proportioned for the 1/64 scale stuff. And it came with these two little figures here, which are kind of neat. This is the packaging the set came in. I've already taken it out because, as you can see, there's some holes in there, and it had all those wire twisties that hold everything in place, and that just takes, it probably took me a good 5 minutes just to get it out of the packaging, so I thought I'd save you that. And released in about 2010 or 2010. There was also 3 other sets that you could get in a similar size diorama box. The Bullet, that's from the 1960s movie, and Hitch and Ride. I'm not really sure what all these are. The Hot Pursuit one, it had like a police car and a Firebird or something. But by far the coolest and probably the most valuable as far as resale was this camper diorama. And it's not one of the easy ones to come across, but if you do find it, it's definitely worth the $10–15 that it might cost you, in my opinion, just because it's got quite a unique little piece there. And similar to that one, this was just released third or fourth quarter of 2014, so this is currently available. And for those of you in the United States, you might be able to find this in your Toys R Us or Walmart or Target or what have you. I got this one on eBay. I had to pay about, I think it was $8 or $9, and it doesn't have nearly as much packaging to go through as the first one I just showed you, so we'll crack that open. It's a 1970 Chevrolet C10 Cheyenne. Again, all metal casting. Very detailed, highly detailed headlights and grills, and it's got an opening hood, I believe. So I tried opening that hood, but I could not get it open. I even tried jamming a knife in under the corner, but I risked chipping it. So I don't really know if these hoods open or not. I've got a few of these campers. I'm going to have to try out some of the other hoods on them, but it sure looks like a separate piece to me. You can see it's got the lines right along the side of it. It almost, I've never really seen a Greenlight without an opening hood, so I would be surprised, but obviously not easy to do, and I'm not going to go and put a big chip in mine just to see the engine. It looks mighty purty just the way it is. So there you've got two campers. They are different. You can see the front. This is a Chevrolet. I think I said Chevelle, but that's clearly not correct. And another cool thing about the packaging on this one is it's got like these old original Chevrolet advertisements for campers back in the day, which is pretty neat. So probably worth hanging on to the packaging too if you're wanting to collect the packaging. Another one I wanted to show you was this full-size vans of work, I think they're called. The Dodge. It's a Dodge something or other, Dodge van of some kind. And all metal. Rubber tires again, super detailed. This is a heavy piece. But the best thing about it is just how detailed it is. It's got that separate light bar. And very detailed interior. So the packaging for that one looks something like this here. And let's see if we can zoom out slightly. So there you go. Full-size vans at work. These are fairly cheap right now on eBay. I'm not sure if they're cheap in the stores or not, but I was able to pick these up for about $3. So I guess they're either not very popular or they made too many of them. One or the other. At any rate, I bought a couple of them because I want to do some custom work with these. I want to rust one up and make it look like a piece of junk from my junkyard. So let's just clear those ones aside there for a second. Make some room for some other vehicles I want to show you. Here's a 2-car set. What is it? Road Racers. Greenlight Road Racers. So it's a nice little Mustang set. Another one where you could, it's a 2-pack, and they had various 2-packs available, including the Chevy Corvettes and the Dodge D100 Ramchargers. I actually have that one somewhere. I should have brought that out, but that's probably the best one in my opinion, is the Ramcharger set. To me, there's just too much packaging here, and these cars are so detailed it's hard to fully appreciate what they look like and how much detail there is with all that packaging in the way. So we're going to go ahead and take these cars out. I'm going to put them in my nice little display there shortly. But let's see if we have a closer look at these. Pretty nice little cars. See that focus there. You can see the wheels are authentic for this year and type of car. Pretty sure this is going to have an opening hood, yep. Super detailed little motor in there. And the tail lights and all that good stuff. Lots of authentic racing tampos on it. There's another one. Blacked out headlamps, just a beauty little piece. They even got a little chrome air cleaner put in there. Separate little chrome air cleaner on that engine. So those are nice. Nice weighty little cars too, they're all metal. Okay, the next vehicles we're going to look at are the Black Bandit collection from Greenlight. I believe at this time, December 2014, we're looking at Series 10. And each series has 6 cars, just like every Greenlight series, almost every one. And these are numbered cars, so it says 1 of 3,000 up at the top. And on the bottom, most of them will have either a small white tag that indicates what number the car is, or it'll be printed right on the chassis. Either way, they're really nice cars. They're always black. Black interiors, black on black they call them. Kind of hard to show up on the video, I think, but this one is a Series 8 COPO Camaro. 2012 Camaro, so that's a nice one. And you can see limited edition, blah blah blah. Now, I haven't got my Series 9 here yet. I think they're still in the mail. But here's some of the older ones. Series 3. This is a real nice one. The 77 Dodge Ramcharger. Pretty hard to see these with the black backgrounds. At some point in the future I may open them. There's a 66 Ford Galaxy. It's even got a black tampo you can just barely see on the door, number 66. Really detailed. Opening hoods on these ones as well, numbered cars. So that's that. What else have we got? Some of the randoms, we'll just go through the older ones here first. This is one of my favorites, I just picked this up. 2004 Mercury Marauder. Quite a beast of a car. These were special run vehicles at the time. Special optioned out Mercuries anyways. usually with performance police suspension or something, because these cars were used for police service at one point, or at least their cousins, the Ford Crown Victorias, were. So that's from the Muscle Car Garage, and that's Series 9. So what year was that? 2008. That was a 2008. I've never watched this show, Supernatural, but I certainly like that 70 Dodge Charger. Tan interior. This one was also released on the Black Bandit series with a black interior. This one's brand new, so you can easily find that one. It's part of the Hollywood series. And again, it's a series of 6. This one's the Auction Block series, and this ran for quite a while. I'm not sure exactly how many series it is, or if it's still going, but this one's from the number 15 series, and one of 6. Kind of cool. These are real life vehicles that sold at the Barrett-Jackson auto auction, which is televised quite often on the Speed Network. And it's got some interesting information about the actual vehicle. Very realistic looking cars, properly proportioned, nice wheels. 50th anniversary for Ford Mustang this year, 2014, 1964 to 2014. For, yeah, 50th anniversary. So they've put out a whole bunch of 50th anniversary cars, Mustang related, in multiple lines. M2's got a bunch, but Greenlight does a nice job with this 87 Fox body style Mustang. Very, very authentic looking car. Would love to crack that open. Not really sure if I'm going to crack these open or not, but we'll see. These are exclusives from the collectiblescorner.com. So you can see right up there at the top, these are exclusives. But I'm pretty sure that I've seen this Black Bandit in other releases for Greenlight. This one, they've got it kind of the dirty look. It's got a dusting on the side of it. And more recently, you can find it in the Film Reels series, 4 cars. It comes in like a round metal tin disc. But that's a really nice car. Quite collectible in my opinion. What year are these from? 2013, so that's only a year old. Surprisingly, they've already gone up substantially in value. These ones are brand new this year and numbered to, or limited to 912 cars in this exclusive Midnight Edition paint job. Again, from the Collectibles Corner website. There's some resellers on eBay that are selling these. So I actually didn't get mine from Collectibles Corner, I don't believe. I think I got it somewhere else, but I don't know. I bought so much this month I can't remember 100%. So there's a 68 Chevelle. Very, very nice flames on these cars. I think these were about $7 each, so that's not ridiculous considering how limited they are going to be. And while we're looking at some flames pieces, these ones here, in 2009, doesn't seem to be a series that really held their value all that much. You can pick these up relatively cheap on the secondary market. Maybe you'll still even find some of these in your local department stores. Peg warmers maybe, I'm not sure. They were pretty cheap, I was surprised, considering how nice the paint jobs are. Real custom look to them, a lot of flames, the white walls. No less detail than any other Greenlight. Not a limited run, I don't believe. These are Series 2, so I'm not even sure those are still a series or not. What have we got next here? The county roads turning to country roads. So for a long time, I think about 9 or 10 series, Greenlight made what was called the county roads. Then in about series 11, I believe, they changed it to country roads. They threw an R in there. And both are kind of on the same lines. They got a mixed variety of vehicles, vans, police cars, muscle cars, hot rods. And it's, again, it's a 6-car series. It's released yearly. This is the latest series. I only bought the one car that I was really into. Here was this 71 Plymouth Barracuda. It gets to the point where there's too much stuff to collect, so I just basically try and collect what I like. You can see there's the list of other vehicles there. So that was the country roads. And then going back maybe to, I think this is last year's car, or last year's series for the 2010 Dodge Charger Pursuit. Greenlight does a wonderful job making police cars. They've got a huge lineup. In fact, they have a whole series of pursuit cars, in addition to the ones that show up in the various series like County Roads and also Hollywood even. Friday the 13th. I think most of you guys have probably seen this if you've watched this much of the Greenlight video already. These Hollywood series cars, a lot of people like these and have picked them up. Anything to do with movies and whatnot is usually an instant hit. Another example of a very well detailed car, police car from the Hangover movie. These are all very recent. Should have no trouble picking these up in your local department stores. The old Hot Pursuit. This is one of a 6-car set. I just really have a thing for these 70s cars, especially the 4-doors, so picked that one up. It's not a new one though, I think that's last year's, but they were clearanced from the eBay seller I bought all the rest of these cars from at $3, so I guess again not probably one of the biggest hits. Here's the latest incarnation of the Greenlight muscle cars. Just wicked detail on these cars here. That was the Chevelle. Here we've got a GTO Judge. And each package has just a ton of information on the back. Honestly, if I had more room and more display room in this Hot Wheels room of mine, I would probably crack all these cars open and put them on some sort of display case. But as it is, this room is full. It is full now, so I've got to figure out what I'm going to do to show the rest of these cars as I continue to collect, because I have not slowed down in collecting cars, but I've definitely run out of room to show them all. More often than not, I'm just buying them and sticking them in a box, and then I don't get to see them again. Really cool, these 1/64 scale tow trucks. This is one of the latest versions as well for 2014. The Durastar 4400 in red. It's come out in about 6 recolors so far. Most of them variations of white, including an NYPD police tow truck. And as I had mentioned in the start of the video, they've got this economy line of Greenlights called the Motor Worlds. These are 12-car sets. They're up to about series 14 or so now, I'm not even sure. But the packaging is just cardboard. It's not the plastic blister pack you'll see on the other ones. The cars have a plastic base, but otherwise I would say they're no less detailed. Well, they don't have opening hoods either, but here's a Chrysler 300C. It's got actual little plastic headlights, and these are the proper rims that you would see on this car too, which is really cool. It's got the badging on it, 300 right in the bottom corner, and plastic base, but real rubber tires. They feel a little hollower than the other ones, but they still look great. Great looking cars. Here's another one. Again, I only pick up the ones I really like for this series because there's just too much out there now for me. Well, that's not a bad thing, but you gotta pick and choose, otherwise you just get too much stuff, and then it's nice just to have what you really like to collect. So there's a nice 1960s Volkswagen Samba bus. It's actually got a matte white finish on it. It's pretty cool. Real rubber tires. Lots of detail again. And all these cars look... Whoop! Move this junk out of the way. All these cars are in scale with each other. You got a big American van next to that small Volkswagen, and they look right. It's the right size. So you can really see how the scale plays a big part of it. It's definitely something that's very admirable quality about the Greenlight collection of cars. And the other thing is the Auto World and M2 are also very very well scaled as well, so that you can mix all those brands, all three of those brands together real comfortably, and you'll never be disappointed with how your setup looks because everything is perfectly proportioned. So that's my Greenlight video for now. There's going to be a lot more to come, and we're going to take a look at some M2s next, and some Hot Wheels, and some vintage stuff. And I'm trying to put out a video for every day of this remainder of 2014, and hopefully going forwards. So thank you for tuning in.